1, 2, 1, 2. Episode 24. I believe we're ready to go. We're rolling, Ben. Ben, yeah. We're rolling. We're rolling, Ben. Ben, we're rolling.
Let's do it.
Nervous. So far away.
You're right here, Mike. We got you.
Thank you.
Yo, welcome to the Now We Go podcast. What up? It's Big Uncle Zach. You know the drizzle. I'm here for the Skrilla. We got Big J.M. Holland, Big Papa Pump.
Little nip real quick.
Today, on the other seat over here, we got the world's most famous blue belt, Manpreet. What up, son?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. And then the man making this all possible over at the what location should we call that? Like,
I don't know.
Sector 1.
Yeah, why not?
Over in Sector Quadrant 1, Big Mike Fauerbach.
What's up, man?
Everybody's big this morning because it's a big Monday. Oh shit! I just stepped on the cord. My bad. So what's going down, man? Dude, this is an insane setup. Just seeing you guys set all this shit up, it's pretty crazy.
The foot
is
in the shot.
Oh, dude, the foot is in the shot, dude.
Like it's his camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're all right.
What about this foot?
He's gonna yell
bro.
at you.
Come
Remember
on,
last
dude,
time he
that's
tried to
gross.
stab you?
Dude, my
with
hamstrings are so tight.
Yeah,
tried to
can you-
stab you with the fork?
Dude, can we just
Fuck
like,
My
Come on,
dick
dude, that's
makes my
gross.
hips go like
Yeah.
this.
This isn't
That's
an
Preet
OnlyFans.
shot
Come
now.
on.
Yes,
This isn't an
OnlyFans.
I'm sorry, dude.
What's
I just
your OnlyFans?
my back is so tight.
yeah. Oh, dude. How could your back be tight? You were on the fucking that weird sex machine, dude.
Yeah,
know.
what is that shit, man?
Yo,
That thing
we
looks
should have
crazy, right?
Arseny on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
Definitely.
you feel like a superhero when you get off of it, though.
That thing's pretty crazy.
You ain't never got stretched like that in your life.
Woo.
I've been training on that thing for like 3 years now. So like when you go and do it for the first time, you're not even gonna wanna. Like that whole exercise thing I did, that took me 3 years to get that good at that.
Yeah, I'd love to interview him. I have like questions on even how you would think to do that. If that came from, where's he from? Russia?
Belarus.
Is that like something they do there? Like I've never seen.
Yeah, the Russians are like masters of like calisthenics
Yeah,
and shit like that.
remember the, you know who's still fighting? Andrei Arlovsky. Isn't he from Belarus?
Yeah,
Pretty
he's
sure,
got one
right?
of the best contracts you can have
Yeah.
in
Why?
MMA.
He just keeps getting paid?
Every time he fights, he gets a percentage of UFC. That's his contract. He gets another.
Because he's been in there for so long?
Stonks.
Because he's been there for so long,
Yeah.
or what? Dude,
Get in
that's
early,
insane.
dude.
It's crazy.
Well, dude, remember he fought. He was like, he actually, didn't he straight ankle locked somebody for a UFC title, didn't he? Didn't he straight?
That's
Or
an
I know
armbar.
he beat,
Tim Sylvia. He broke Tim Sylvia's arm.
was that or what? Wasn't that Frank Mir?
That might have been Frank Mir.
I hope it was Frank
Yeah.
Mir. Sick of his story. Get out of here.
I like Frank Mir. He's a fan of Grace's.
Yeah, Frank Mir's the man.
I don't follow what he's up to now.
Yeah. I have no idea. He did come up to Grace after one of the EBIs though.
Right.
Remember that?
We
And
were
he shook
chilling,
Grace's hand.
smoking
yeah.
weed in the parking lot with Frank Mir.
Yeah, pretty much everybody was smoking weed in the parking lot. I had to remind Bill Cooper of that one time. He's like, yeah, I met you before, man. I was like, yeah, you remember? He's like, I meet a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, dude, remember after EBI? I was like, we were hanging out in that van.
Took pictures.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, that's right. We did too. That was pretty dope. So, what else is going on, man? It's Monday. There was a UFC. I didn't really watch it.
Big UFC.
I do like the. I like the. Lately, I've been watching the prelims and stuff. I like that because I can see really how. So, what if one dude is really efficient in jiu-jitsu, and he's good on the ground, and one guy just is in there because he's like 8-1 and just knocked out a couple of bums. You can really see it, dude. So I like watching the prelims better because some guys look really like they have no idea what they're doing.
What was that one dude, the Thai guy, black dude,
Yeah.
Thai boxer?
What match was
He
that?
fought Julio. He fought my guy Julio.
I don't know. That was early. Was
That
it
guy's good.
prelims?
No, that was main card.
The
And then
one-
they put the female fight on after.
Ugh.
They got to stop that.
The one guy going for the
Facebook. Put it on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm spending time away from my son to watch two chicks like cage wrestle, dude. I
It
don't
was
care.
fun.
Sorry.
Who was that?
I don't know. I don't even know their names.
I didn't watch that
That
one.
sounds
But,
sexist. Sexist. Don't.
what about the dude was going for the Gogo Plata? That guy?
I don't remember.
That's a different dude. That guy's 25er.
That was pretty cool.
He
That
should have
was
got up on his
crazy.
elbow. He almost had him.
Yeah, that was,
was
nuts,
close.
dude. That was like he was almost KO'd. Then he like
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
elbowed the
that
guy,
that
and
was
the dude was like,
fucking
"Oh, shit."
Wild man.
Yeah, the 25ers are throwing bombs. He just gets taken down. right into throwing rubber guards. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, really good.
It was fun. You never know who's going to come down for the fights. JM came down.
Nice.
There was a couple heads in here. It was a good time. The one dude
Nice.
brought his pen, and I'm not used to his pen, so I hit it way too hard, and I was just uncomfortably stoned until like the middle of the pay-per-view.
I'm high. That was great.
Yeah,
That
well,
was great. No, I don't know. I'm high.
well, that's cool since they took down the the governor. They ruled it unconstitutional. It was against our constitutional rights that they were limiting how many people could be inside and how many people, the restaurants industry is different, but they were limiting how many people could be inside at a given time. They're like 25 or whatever, that's it, because, any more than that is too much or whatever. They have no idea what they're talking about. So they got rid of that. And then they also deemed it unconstitutional to close small businesses, which was awesome. So now I'm thinking, lawyers out there, ambulance chasers, what are those?
Alan Rothenberg.
It's always like three names.
Attorney at
You know
law.
what I mean? It's always like Bender, attorney at law. Like it's always like three names in a row. But whatever, if you're if you're sleazebag lawyer out there, of one, let us know, because I think I'm thinking about putting a case, hitting the governor and Dr. Rachel Levine with some papers, if you will, because they owe us, man. We lost a lot of money because of that bullshit. And if it's unconstitutional what they did to us, then they owe us money.
I think there's going to be a lot of problems with that moving
I'm suing.
forward.
Suing. What do you think, Preet? You think I have the grounds to sue?
I mean, I would say so. You just have to come up with enough evidence.
Well, the evidence is that we had to shut down, and I could show you our bank account, dude, and show you how we were making this
Pull
month,
those papers out.
and then you making this much this month. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus, the coronavirus.
Get them. Right, so
Go
we're,
outside and get the coronavirus.
we might have to send in the dogs on that one because that would be interesting. So, you know what I wanted to bring up before I forget? I saw I was watching was it? Yeah, Dateline NBC, a late night. Sometimes I'll watch a good Dateline NBC and see what's going on. And I saw, I have to watch a commercial because I have Hulu, and Amy Schumer was doing a tampon commercial. Oh my God. So, Mike, I thought of you, bro. I was like, man, he doesn't.
Who was, what was it?
Amy Schumer was doing a tampon commercial.
Of course she was. She probably had no makeup on.
Now, is that because she's
Ate right
hurting so
before she
bad?
sat down.
Is he
I
think
like to
she's
stuff
hurting
these
really
cotton
bad?
balls up my vagina.
Do you think it's what do you think? What's up with her? I mean,
She sucks.
Is she doing
it's
stand-up
more
or-
like I don't know if she's doing stand up. Her last stand up bombed on Netflix, so I don't know if she's going to be doing another special or if she did one after that. But
We were out at the Comedy Store and saw a lot of people that, like, on Instagram are funny, and then they did stand-up at the Comedy Store, and they were kind of bad.
yeah,
They weren't that good.
there's not a lot of people that can pull off both, where their social media is really funny, but because there's people like that their social media is one way and then their stand up is totally different. Like Tim Dillon is both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go see Tim Dillon, you're getting his skits he was doing. What was the new one, the JFK?
Yeah, that was great.
And then there's people who are one way, and then they do your stand up, and it's like kind of flat. But Schumer sucks all around. Of course, she would do a tampon commercial.
What was the one guy he wrote for? I forget his name. He wrote for Dave Chappelle. Neil Brennan.
Yes.
He was good. His was good that one night, and his was like the only one that was good. Whitney Cummings was garbage. Pretty
I don't
much
like
everybody
Whitney
was
Cummings
garbage.
either. I don't know what's her deal.
Yeah,
but-
Neil Brennan was pretty much the only one. Now we went another night and paid like $12. It was like a year before that, or maybe it was around ADCC, and it was like Joe Rogan, Bill Burr. Remember that night? There were a bunch of guys, and Bill
Dom
Burr
Herrera.
was Dom Herrera. Bill Burr was hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
My eyes were just watering, and my stomach, I also ate a bunch of edibles, but my stomach was, do you ever laugh so hard your stomach's locking up?
Yeah.
I was like, I was laughing so hard. I don't know. I was
Yeah, that was a
dying
good
at that one. I'm trying to think who else was there that night, but that was
Theo
like
Von.
Theo Vaughn. That was a really good night.
It's an all-star lineup.
Yeah, all for $12, and that's dead now, dude. What did I do that?
No.
That was
Did
pretty
I
good.
do?
Preach the hydrator and got reckless feet.
So yeah, I don't know what else is new, guys. I don't know. Not too much is going down. I mean, it's been business as usual, so we're not complaining as much.
No.
Been able to do whatever we want without most restrictions, and now that those restrictions are lifted, now we can really start putting a pedal to the metal on some shit. You know what I mean? Running our tournament and doing all that stuff. So, cheers
I'm
to you.
excited for the new reign of the Polish Power to be taking over.
He took that dude's lunch money. I'm glad Dominic Reyes didn't win. He sucks.
Yeah, he stinks. Plus, we're going to make pierogies and sausages. It'll be the winter of gin and sausages
Yeah, I
with
like
his
it.
reign.
Cured meat.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude, hold on. This is from Mike. Got this for you.
That's
He
from
says
all
it's
of
from
us.
everybody, but you gotta open it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then, by the way,
Is this
this
a flask, dude? What is
It's
it?
a
This is
specific
a-
flask that you thought didn't
Oh
exist.
shit.
we got some cigars from Preet too.
Dude,
So,
that's
oh
badass.
shit, yeah, there it
Now,
is.
see, now open the side up, though.
Uh-oh.
The side part on the top. I'm sorry, on the top. There's two. You wanted something to put weed
Oh, that's badass.
in. Yeah,
Thank
you were
dude.
like, hey, why don't they make these? You can put a cigar or something in
Look
it.
at that.
Daddy likey.
Little nip.
Just put that right
Yeah.
in the. You know what? That could
I
save
like the
your life too.
rhinestones on the cap right there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Someone shoots you and they hit the flask, and you fall down. They think you're dead, and you come. They're like, he's still alive, and you
Yeah.
pull out the
I think
flask.
Vin Diesel survived once like
Yeah,
that.
you pull out the. A lot of guys have Stallone.
That's badass.
Schwarzenegger.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
And then you look at it and you're like, what? And then he takes a thing and he's like,
Part of my
puts it back.
Sunday night routine. Part of my
Instagram
Sunday night
Live
routine
a
is
little
to
nip.
put my
You got that matte black one. That's real
yeah,
nice.
yeah. I got part of my Instagram routine is to now fill up my flask for the week. You know what I mean? Never know. You just come home. You just need. You want to take out the trash. You don't feel like doing it, and you just have a little nip of whiskey. You're like, okay, I can do this, and you go about
Especially with the weather getting colder too.
it.
you're
JM doesn't
gonna
live
need that.
healthy. He's not eating his fruits and vegetables. He's
You're gonna need the.
fight me.
You're gonna need the flask for when it gets cold too.
It's good for your nerve.
When you get cold, you know what I mean.
in the
You
shirt
gotta go
pocket.
outside. You just.
That's like guy in the Titanic that survived. Like there was Jack and what's her face, Rose. They were on the when the Titanic was going into the ocean, and that dude had his liquor with him
Yeah.
because it's gonna keep you warm.
Old school.
You might not
Navy
actually be.
stuff. Navy.
Yeah.
People
Well,
in
you have
Navy
a
probably do that.
toothache.
Just
You got to
making
go
that
to
up.
the liquor. My grandpa used to say it all the time. I'm like, oh, my tooth hurts or whatever. He'd be like,
Oh,
you better
yeah.
take some whiskey.
The old man down at the Holy Family Club.
Some syrup.
They
Yeah.
used to. I'd come in with a call.
Oh, the Holy Family
and
Club.
they'd go,
Yeah.
got him some rock and rye. You need whiskey, kid.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to a doctor.
Oh, the Holy Family Club. They got a lot of. I got a bunch of.
I'm gonna
family
join
in
again.
Nazareth,
You know where
yeah.
I had a nice. So you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Who actually got me into it was Arseny because like I would never train with liquor. I would never even think to train with liquor, and that dude will like. You know what I mean? My friend, here, have a drink. You know what I mean? Like, and you'll have a drink, and next
The
thing you know,
Russian.
you're hitting pads. You know what I mean? Or you're,
Yeah, but
you're on the stretching machine.
you think you say that, but how many years have we been, like we said, remember the JM challenge? I mean, how many years have we been traveling? We literally dehydrated on the plane. We're up late at night. You're not sleeping. And then you get off the plane, or we drive to New York and we're hanging out, and then we're going out to eat, make weight, and then we're having a couple beers, smoke some joints, take a nap, stay up late, wake up, and then, have a beer and then go to the competition. We've done that many times.
Yeah, I won Kasai on a hangover.
I know
I
because like,
armbarred Ethan Krellinston on a pop brownie.
yes.
I mean, it goes on and on. The list goes on and on. If I don't have I didn't have a good buzz at the last combat jiu-jitsu. That's where I fucked up, and I was nervous. You got to just be in that. But if you go too far, you're going to be a waste.
It's like drinking gin.
You got to be
It's like
right in
drinking
the
gin.
pocket. You can beat me at one of them. Like you can beat me at just jiu-jitsu or just drinking or just smoking weed. But if you put all three together, it's problems for you.
Yeah,
I'm going
it's
to take
gonna
you
be
to deep waters.
it might be
You
tough
could have
for
a
most
tournament
people, yeah.
involving all that stuff.
Dude,
We're trying to run a lot of
everything's
different-
fucking illegal. I like doing.
I'm telling you, we could run it down here. It's like the old pit fighter
real
video.
fight.
You got to
game
have
for Genesis.
you got to have two Boilermakers, a joint, and then you fight.
Yeah.
What's
know
in
what
a
I mean?
Boilermaker?
A Boilermaker is a Budweiser and a shot of whiskey.
I'm in.
Let's go.
Next cowboy fight.
Couple Irish car bombs and start throwing
Yeah,
hands.
I haven't
saw-
had car
Yeah.
bombs in forever.
Fucking let's find
It's
out.
my favorite thing to black
That's
out on.
happened to me a bunch of times. Like even one time during a snowstorm when I lived in Quakertown, me and my buddy Jim Garzillo, we had our girlfriends at the time drive us over to the school, and then we just put helmets on boxing, and we just beat the crap out of each other for like 20 minutes, and then eventually like one of us, or we both just fell over. One of us puked, and that was like it. And they were like, "You guys are idiots." I'm like, "No, I don't know, that was crazy." And I had a hangover, and then we're just nose bleeding, and you're just like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch, we beat each other up." I mean, that's how a lot of people are. That's
You
what's
gotta find
missing.
your nerve.
It's what's missing from today, I think.
They give when
Kids.
the African kids, they give them cocaine to go fight each other. Like when you're in war, dude, they don't give a shit. They're like, you know what I mean? Like I'd say that all the time. Do you think like before the Spartans went and died the morning before, they didn't like have sex so they would fight good the next day? That makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna crack that nut and have a shot. You know what I mean? And
Multiple times.
yeah,
Boss Rutan said that too. They asked him if he ever told the fighters, and he was like, "What?" He's like, "No, he wants them to be more relaxed, as
Yes.
opposed to so, you're pent up and you're using all this crazy energy and come out. You want to be super relaxed."
Arsenie's like,
know?
he talks about that all the time. Like he'll talk about, like, because we'll do body strikes just to get you to chill out. He's twice my size. You know what I mean? So I have to do what he says. You know, pretty much, or he'll break me in half. But, like he'll punch you in the body, and like I would try to like shoulder roll and like take it on the arm, but you'll get like if you're stiff and someone's hitting you, you're gonna get worn out. It's like when drunk drivers survive car accidents, based pretty much. That's where you want it. Like that guy, that 25er that was throwing rubber gun shit. He was relaxed as hell, fucking spinning elbows and shit.
Yeah. That's it's crazy. We've like John Jock style, like how he'll beat your ass, but like so relaxed. He's just so like. You're coming at him and you're trying to remember. I've seen a couple
Daniel
guys.
O'Brien.
Yeah, exactly. He loves Daniel O'Brien because Daniel O'Brien's like he's a little over the top with it with the long hair and the movement shit, But
Shihan Daniel O'Brien.
yeah. But like I mean, even like I said, I'm dressed like Conor McGregor today, but I'm liking the shirt tucked in. I tucking my shirt in. I feel like I don't know.
It's old school.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting older, dude. I'm over 30. I'm
like the baseball coach.
over 35. Yeah, I'm gonna tuck the shirt in a little bit.
That
So
dad wave. You got to get the Nike Monarchs next.
yeah, no, I like the dude. I've been rocking these flat shoes, man. It's better for my back. Remember, I'm old, son.
I got these. These are those whoops. What are these?
Yeah.
Look
Oofs.
at that leg.
Oofus.
Oofs, yeah. Those are good too.
Dude, my thighs are tight, boy.
Yeah, I've been trying to like. I got these other shoes too. I've been trying to really do the flat foot thing because a lot of people say that shit. Yeah, I'm banning Nike.
I
too.
can't.
Made in China.
Nike sucks.
My
Fuck
knees are
Nike,
so
dude.
bad. My knees are so bad. I have to wear a tennis shoe.
Nike's a shoe company that's like all about. It's like inverted. It's like about not competing. It's about everyone doing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like it's backwards world.
Fuck Nike. But
What
also,
are you more Adidas, Puma? What's your shoe?
I mean, I have weird named shoes. I don't even know what the
Yeah.
names of them are. These are Onitsuka
Saucony.
Tigers. They're
I'm gonna
like
start buying those
from Japan.
those
I like
Instagram
those.
ones.
Yeah, these are from.
See them on
Japan.
Instagram. They make them out of like plastic bottles.
Yeah.
They're called like nothing. I forget.
Yeah, I got some
Fuck
other
paying.
ones.
How much you pay for those?
100.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm done doing that.
Are you a Nike guy, Preet?
Yeah.
Of course.
I like Nike.
It's because he lives at home.
Also, too, Nikes are
No offense,
also
but-
They're comfortable.
Dude, I like Nikes. I have
Yeah.
Nikes, dude. I like that. But I'm.
they are comfortable, but from
more.
Dr. Stuart McGill was one of the most leading doctors and back specialist guys. He says those type of shoes, and a lot of guys say this. Those type of shoes are Nikes aren't good for you because of the raised arch or something like that. So it's actually fucking up your back.
And then they got and then they're
Supposedly.
doing slave wages in China.
I mean, that's every company.
If you
Tell me a
believe
company
in-
that doesn't do that.
If you believe in,
This is Samsung Korean?
I think they're Japanese.
I think Samsung's Korean. I'm gonna Google that.
I got the
Give it a
Onitsuka
goog.
Tigers, dude. They're from.
Did you see Evan's new phone?
Yeah, he brought it back into the room. That
It's a
was
flip
crazy.
phone. It folds in half, but it's a screen. So it folds like this, and then there's another screen here.
Wow, sick
Samsung. I don't know. I'm not doing the iPhones.
technology.
They
baby.
have nets. They have the Apple factories have nets, so people stop them. They stop people from killing themselves.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wouldn't want to make phones for a living.
No. Think about. I mean, imagine
Not
working
for
somewhere
no
where they
money.
have nets on the outside, so people don't jump off.
It costs them like $10 to make an iPhone, and they sell it for $1,200.
Where is this?
Like in China, where they have the
Yeah.
factories and stuff to make
Yeah.
all of them.
Go communism.
I mean, they won't hear this, but I appreciate their hard work. And I
Hey.
like the phone.
Yeah, me too.
It's my guy. Check me out. I'm on some
Pasaguario.
Pasando Guardia.
Yeah, that guy's the
Bleeding
man.
all over Sedeco and Norio. No big deal. That's
Nico and
my man.
You know who's also a lot of people talk shit on McGregor, but I mean he's another.
dude, a lot of
he
people
was
talk shit on us.
He's another one that
I'm a
is-
big fan
was
of
really
McGregor.
really loose. You know, in like the right situations. You know what I mean? Like you ever see like how loose he was throwing them kicks and
Yeah, you got
just-
it. If you're stiff,
You know what I mean?
you're,
Yeah.
you're stiff like a board. I'd snap you in half.
Yeah. Well, I remember even
That was a pretty good accent.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
back in the day, Tiger used to say that too. He would come up to guys and he'd be like, "Look at you." He's like, "You look like karate guy. Look at you, karate." He's like, "You need to be like this, man, like a boxer. You gotta, You gotta like.
I gotta go up to
loosen your
Tigers this
shoulders.
week. I want to go up to Tigers this week. D-Boy is gonna stab me if I don't go to it. You know D-Boy Massington?
Yeah, I got to get him on the show. We're going back and forth.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's gonna kill me if I don't go train with him this week. He's been bugging me for a while,
Nice.
for years.
Yeah, I'm really working on some shit. I mean, there's so many good guys out here, and like D-Boy, he wants to compete. He just doesn't like any of these Quimby tournaments. Like we're running the sub only game.
Sounds like a friend of mine.
You know what I mean? So, and he wants to jump in and do some cool stuff.
Someone
and I'm
asked
trying to
me.
run it, yeah.
One of our white belts came up to me. He's like, I was in my car, and he comes up to me. He's like, do you guys train for IBJJF tournaments? I'm like, what's that? Like, I don't know what.
Excuse me?
does not.
This is an MMA
compute-
school.
Yeah.
This is a fight school. If you want to do IBJJF, I mean, you can do that, but I'm not
Fighting.
gonna help you. I don't know how to do that. That's its own game right
It's
there.
his
boy.
point.
Book is like this thick.
Yeah, points. Sure.
If you're winning if you're on top, winning and passing and choking, you got nothing to worry about.
Sure.
Or if you could,
Sure.
you could be like D-Boy and just, dude, he went in IBJF tournaments and just, dude.
Straight ankle lock.
Oh
the
my
shit out
God,
of
yeah.
everyone.
Guys weren't ready for that.
I don't know. I don't really. I'm not a fan.
It was funny. He pulled guard and like the guy's leg was hanging out, and he just grabbed it and sat back, and the dude was like, "Whoa!" Had no idea. Just like how remember at the finisher tournament, how we got that dude.
Yeah.
He probably has, like I always talk shit about dudes competing, but Dylan probably has like thousands of like no bullshit like how we say we have
Yeah, he
thousands of
knows
matches.
his
He probably
record.
has thousands of matches. I would imagine like Keith Krikorian now, but D-Boy's been doing it for like so many years, man. Since he was a little kid. Honestly, since he was a little kid. Like the finishers archives is vast, but like his competition footage, like he faced everybody too. So I understand why, especially like Jam. You guys done it a million times. Like, all right, I'm kind of bored of this situation.
I
want to
duck
do
people,
like
dude.
I want to
Ducking
do
everybody out
For
of here.
you.
I don't compete.
something cool like we were just talking about before the podcast started. I think one way we can get it, a lot of guys do want to do kickboxing, and there's a lot of kickboxing guys around. Maybe we do start up the fights just like that, and then we do a couple of like shoot fighting matches. Is that what they were called back in the day? I'm pretty sure. I think they were called like shoot fighting.
boxing.
Yeah, but like there's all these weird rules. So we're gonna have
Shoot
to like
the
I'm gonna have
box.
to bust out the book and see what's really legal, and have our esteemed team of lawyers overlook it and see what we can actually do, and then we'll just start having fights. So, that's what I'm thinking about doing. And also the Brewworks, dude. Who knew the Allentown Brewworks has like a huge area up top?
I didn't
It's
know
like
that.
a couple thousand square feet that you can have tournaments and shit up there.
When did you find
Yeah.
that out?
Hunting, dude. Hunting. They're actually having a Fuji tournament over there, which is pretty cool. So,
Damn, that's an
The nature of
Yeah.
the nature of the glove changes the fight so much.
When are they going to allow to do it? Now everything's on hold because of this
No.
bullshit, or can
it's
you,
not on hold. Nothing's
you
on
can-
hold. They
you
just
can run
wiped out
tournaments
everything.
over there?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm calling. I have a list of people I'm calling today to.
Wow, there's so much you
Yeah.
can incorporate with having the bar below you too.
We
it
just
on a
might have to be
Saturday.
out of there by 11 or something because like you can't serve beers after 11 because
Yeah, but if you do,
the
they
virus
open on
works at 11.
Sundays, the virus opens on at 11.
Yeah, the virus.
Here comes
starts
the
at 11,
virus.
yeah, we'll just start it up real early.
Yeah.
Real early. So, people drink beers at noon.
I'm glad Zach handles this stuff for me because the finishers tournament would not exist if I had to do it.
Got to keep it moving, dude.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Yeah.
Trying to hit the block like an ATM. You know what I mean?
Bars, but I'm not a rapper.
Yo,
Do you
follow.
think? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, go ahead.
Do you think the McGregor-Pacquiao boxing match is going to go through? And are you excited for a McGregor-Pacquiao boxing match? Everybody take a turn on answering.
Everyone's
I'll go first. I don't care, and I'm sure I'll watch it.
Preet?
Yeah, that's about the same thing. Like, people who watch fights all the time aren't going to be all crazy about it, but then you're going to have the McGregor hype beast come out of nowhere and, oh my God.
Hi, beast.
But how's he going to act?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think there's
the
gonna
thing.
be
Who even
shit
knows
talk.
what's gonna happen? He was just
Yeah.
he was just
Taking a
just
couple
arrested,
nips.
you know
He
what
was
I mean?
taking a
Yeah.
couple nips and got on social
yeah,
media.
you got to be careful.
Dana
Nipping.
White's fucking pissed at him.
Fuck Dana White.
What
yeah.
happened? What happened with that?
Dana White.
People talk all that shit on him for not fighting, but he has so much money, he never has to fight
Well,
anymore.
What?
Like-
It's what he's doing to Poirier. he's saying that he doesn't want to take a fight. So he said that Conor didn't want to fight Gaethje and all this shit. So Conor was like, "Cool, here's my conversation with you that we had on Instant Messenger."
Ooh.
And it was like,
Oh,
the
that's what it was
conversation.
about.
And
I
then,
saw he posted.
yeah,
it
so he was just like, showed everyone Dana White was lying, and Dana White was like, "You broke guy code by showing that," and he's like, "You fucking lied and said I didn't want to fight." He's like, "Here's the proof. Give me a fucking fight," because they said that Dana White said that they don't want to do it because there's no crowd. They lose too much money with him not drawing the crowd in.
Mm-hmm. What about Florida? They just opened it back up. I wouldn't
fight if I were Conor McGregor.
McGregor versus
Why
Roy Jones,
would I want
fuck
to do
it.
some
Who cares?
rink-dink Corona show? Like if I'm Conor McGregor, like no, I'll wait till this bullshit's over.
Yeah.
And make more money.
I'm not really a fan.
No, he wanted fights and wanted to fight during it, and the UFC said no.
He wants to. Yeah, he's crazy. He just wants to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Kavanaugh always said about him. He got to calm him down half the time. He'll take dumb fights and he'll take crazy fights, and he's just trying to fight.
I mean, I'm sure he's bored and like has all that money, and he's still young. He's probably just sitting around being like, "Fuck you," bothering everybody on social media. I don't know.
I might just like do some shit. Like if I was him, I might just like get like a yacht and just circumvent. See if the Earth is flat. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, like go on an expedition.
Yeah, just be like, you know what, fighting is, this is comical to me.
Yeah.
Like I've beaten you bums.
Just start a whole thing, like get involved with like the Curse of Oak Island. Just find some buried treasure.
Yeah, I'll just like become a pirate or something. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
With all
That's a
that
good
dough,
idea.
dude, I'm thinking that's what I'm probably gonna do with this. If we're open a couple
Start
more
running
businesses,
drugs.
eventually, I'm out,
Yeah.
dude.
I struggle with it too because, you do what you do in something,
What do you think about the fight? Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Manny Pacquiao, and I mean,
It'll be
Conor
cool.
McGregor went 10 rounds with Mayweather.
Yeah.
It'll be cool from a boxing standpoint, right? Just to see how the
Boxers
guys
talk shit or whatever.
I don't see how there's gonna be shit talking. Like
Yeah.
Pacquiao doesn't even talk. When he fought Floyd, there wasn't. He was just like, okay. Like, so there's not gonna be any of that. But I mean, I guess to watch it from a sport aspect this time.
I doubt it's
just-
even gonna happen. I feel like it's just like a thing.
You think he's just throwing shade out there?
Yeah, he just needs to stay relevant.
And he does it. Everyone's like, what the fuck is he posting all this shit for? And I'm like, he does it every time there's a big pay-per-view. And then everyone talks about Conor McGregor during the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He's not
You think he's
stupid.
thinking about it like that? Or maybe.
Yeah, he wants to stay in the.
Yeah.
I mean, every big fight, he'll put something out. He's like,
I mean,
I
the
want to
Diaz
fight
brothers
Diego
do the same
Sanchez.
thing.
I
The
wanna
Diaz,
fight Diego
Nick's acting like he's
Sanchez.
coming back. That'd be awesome to see Nick Diaz fight again.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But they're not gonna have him fight like.
They
I don't
don't-
want to see him fight like certain guys. I want him to get a fight. That's gonna be cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like people suck Ryan Hall's dick on like jiu-jitsu guys. Like nerdy jiu-jitsu guys love Ryan Hall. I love Ryan Hall too. Don't get me wrong. Do you listen to that podcast? He on with Lex Friedman.
I started it, but then it got.
Lex Friedman's a big boner, and I'm not a big fan, but whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I like him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I can't listen to him talk for 4 hours. But
I'm glad he's. I'm glad he's helping out jiu-jitsu.
yeah. But he's a boner, freaking boner. But no, he's cool people. But
That's a funny insult. Just calling someone
a
a
boner. Yeah.
I mean, it
They
fits.
have
The shoe fits.
fucking boob. You know, he's a boob. You know what I mean? If you check him out. But they did a good interview, and then people are like, "Oh, Ryan Hall heel hook BJ Penn," and I'm like, BJ Penn was getting DUIs and not even giving a shit when he got heel hooked by Ryan Hall.
Got, like,
And
laid out by some guy
Nick
in a
Diaz
bar.
beat the shit out of BJ Penn.
Yeah.
You watch Nick Diaz versus BJ. That's like a orchestra of violence.
And
That
he was
boxing,
in better. BJ Penn was in better shape back then.
Fuck
and then
yeah.
at this, he got KO'd in the street fight by the
did.
fat guy. Now he did
Yep.
come back and beat his ass later, but I mean,
Oh, he came back at the bar and fucked the guy up?
well, then there's a video later of him being in mount on a guy, just punching him and stuff. Like he came back, like later on they got into it again. I don't know
Good
if it
for
was the
him for
next
getting
day
that
or
W back.
earlier that morning. Yeah.
Redemption, baby.
Yeah, dude, they're not gonna. BJ Penn's not going down without.
I
Coming
love
after
hearing
you again.
those stories. Like, who was the dude who got hit by the train?
Matt Hughes.
Yeah, he was like threatening, or was it either BJ Penn or Matt Hughes was like threatening their neighbor with a machete. I love hearing stuff like
He
that.
got hit by a train.
You see that fight? BJ Penn was drunk and was fighting people and was just letting the dude hit him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
He got KO'd then. The guy KO'd him. And
Yeah,
then
you
he
don't-
came back later and
He
beat his
probably
ass.
wanted to
That's
get
what I'm saying.
hit. Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking hit me. You know what I mean? People don't get it. People don't get it.
But that here's the thing though, like people want BJ Penn to be some certain guy. Like when he was younger, obviously your body's in different shape, you're in way better shape. Obviously years of drinking and partying is taking its toll on him. But he's been like that his whole life. If anyone knows anybody about Hawaii, Those guys don't last that long. They fist fight each other in the streets nonstop. It's like a thing. People don't really. I'd have to look up what the murder rate is, but a lot of people from Hawaii just. It seems like everyone's a tough guy. Everybody fights.
Surf gangs.
They just beat the piss out of each other and they drink, and it's like Irish. It's like
Yeah.
go down to Boston. The guys are fist fighting outside. They're all Celtics fans. They
Stay
don't
off
even
the
mean
waves,
anything.
bro.
Yeah.
watched
Carlton was
Point
saying
Break.
that like when he was younger, if he had a beef with some kid, like both the families would show up at a communal place. They'd make the kids shake hands, fight, and then at the end just squash the beef, and they all have a party and hang out and like eat food or something.
There you go.
There was a documentary on it was like the Irish bare knuckle guys, and they would like talk shit. The families
gypsies.
Yeah. And then they would show up and fight each other, but they were always just out of breath. No one was in shape. It would just be like guys just being like, ugh. But it was fun, the build up.
Yeah.
Well,
and,
that's what
yeah,
the
people are getting it out.
fighting is like a spiritual / that's a very human thing to do. You're supposed to fight and get that out. You're supposed to. They got corona. They got people making out and having sex with masks on. There's people out there doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
mask
it's
stays
illegal. Don't be
on.
fighting. It's illegal.
Well, remember,
Mask
there's.
stays on.
Don't be having sex during the pandemic.
Remember how about the Lazan brothers, Joe Lazan and his brother? Like, there's videos of them just in the yard with the family around, just full blown.
When my
like,
kid is of age,
fighting,
I'm not
yeah.
going to train him until he's about like 7 or 8. I might do like T-ball with him when he's 5, but when he's 7 or 8, I'm gonna find like 6, 8 more kids, and we're just gonna
Fight in the
I'm
neighborhood.
just gonna let him fight. Like, you know what I mean? Not fight like I'm gonna be there, but I'm gonna let him fight how 7-year-olds fight. My dad did the same shit to me. I remember he had a girlfriend, Amber, who was smoking hot. My mom hated my dad's girlfriends. And
No.
yeah, she hated my dad's girlfriend. And she had a son. I think his name was Anthony. And we were hanging out. You'd hang out all day, and it's just another kid. And he would hit me, and he was smaller than me, and I'd be at karate or whatever. And my dad would just be like, "Make it stop." And because I'd be raised by my mom, I'm like, "What do I do?" And my dad's like, he didn't step in. It's like my mom would be like, "No, don't."
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, "You better make that." He's like, "Make it stop," and I made it stop. And so you've been fighting since a kid. If you don't want to be a grown man and not have any fight in you.
Yeah.
You need that.
Dude, so many times when I was a kid, my brother Mike, me and him, when my parents' friends would come over, they had 2 kids or 3 kids, just like my parents. Like, I had a little brother too, but they had an older sister and then 2 brothers, one a year younger than me, and then one a year younger than my older brother. Damn right, when we went upstairs and it got to my sister's bed, it was fights. You know what I mean? It was like a tag team, but like it turned into like, me and my brother and like other kids would do like fake WWF moves. But when they came over, it wasn't fake. And I remember just realizing like, oh shit, this isn't like a fake thing. Like they're fucking.
Yeah, you would
he was
like-
trying to and then all of a sudden we were just.
You'd like punch each other
parents
in
would
the
be
body,
freaking
and then
out,
someone
yeah.
would go to the head out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Like someone would just cross the line, and then you'd be like, you'd like cry to your dad. You'd be like, ah! Like he punched me in the head. He's like, punch him back.
Yeah.
And you like next thing you know, you're in a full on fight until you get tired.
Yeah, me and my cousin used to do that too, right? My uncle Butch and his 2 kids, his stepkids at the time. Me and my cousin used to fight them all the time. We'd put the gloves, we'd go in the room, close the door, and put those big bopper, like plastic, things on, and we'd each have them, and then we'd fight each other, all the time. Like we'd always.
But that's
be trying to beat
illegal.
their ass,
It's illegal to do that in public and make money. Isn't that weird? Like as grown-ups, you're not allowed.
Yeah, I grew up with 3 brothers. Somebody was always fighting each other.
Everything's
Yeah.
illegal.
How about-
Everything's illegal.
Yeah, remember John Jones? His brothers would beat his ass all the time. He still says his brothers would beat his ass. His older brothers. You know what I'm talking about? They played NFL
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm sure
which is-
that
Huge.
has 3 brothers, all beast wrestlers. I'm sure they beat the shit out of each other.
yeah.
Oh, especially with all of them. Like there's a wrestling family.
Yeah, I'm sure that was crazy.
Yeah, his
your
dad-
dad's a 2-time NCAA champ, and he's got 4 sons.
Right?
He's got 4 sons.
Putting moves
That dude's
your
got
entire life.
testosterone coming out of his fucking ears.
That's
That was
like-
my middle school wrestling
Yeah.
coach.
That's like Bret the Hitman
Really?
Hart.
Yeah.
You know the Bret the Hitman story? His old man, Stu Hart.
He let me fight Tommy Wolak in middle school.
Thad's dad?
Yeah, Thad's
He
dad.
didn't break the fight up.
No, he's like I told my mom about it first. This is again, it sucks thinking of because my kid now like he's gonna have me, where like I don't know, my dad really wasn't in the picture because I don't know why, but he was, but wasn't. You know what I mean? And then I'd go home to my mom and be like, this guy's picking on me, blah blah blah, and then my mom would talk to the coach. You know what I mean? And the coach is like, just if JM wants to fucking handle it, I'm gonna let him handle it. And then we had a fight in the wrestling room, and everyone was like, "What?" The whole fucking wrestling room was like, "What the fuck?" And me and this kid are just scrapping. You know what I mean? Because
What do you do? Just
you
like,
might be
lock
able
the
to.
door or whatever, and just let you guys fight.
We're in a wrestling room. You're in
Yeah.
the basement of a middle school,
Yeah.
padded room. I mean, where's there a better place to fight? Kids go to bathrooms and fight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? There's
yeah,
guys
yeah.
taking shits.
Did you see that
you hit a
video?
kid and fucking kid
kid's
wraps
just
his head off
taking
of a
his
porcelain
shit.
thing. It's got to go down.
Is that real, dude?
Yeah, did you see that? It went
Yeah,
around
the kid's
other
shitting
week.
with his legs.
Yeah.
Who shits with their legs like that?
Well,
Put
he's-
their legs together.
People
He
are
was-
trying not to get their dick shown.
Yeah, he was trying to.
Whip my dick out, show it to you, dude. Yo, I'm taking a shit. I would have pissed on both of them.
I know. There's a fight going on.
Yeah,
There-
that dude knows that shit's going on World Stars. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't seeing my
There's a
dick.
fight going on right next to him. Like, what the hell?
I was more worried. I wasn't looking at it from that. I was looking at him like, damn, this kid didn't even get to wipe his ass. He's
Yeah.
got shit ass. He got to wait till everyone
Oh,
leaves.
God.
And there's
Yeah.
a fight going on. the other
Yikes.
kid's just landing blows.
Goes over to the women's room. It's crazy over
Yeah,
there. I
that
gotta wipe
reminds
my
me.
ass.
Yeah, that reminds me of that one fight video too, where the guys just eat. They're like, I want this dude's, stoicism, where he's just sitting there eating fries, and there's like a huge fight
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on. He's just eating fries
yeah,
like on
yeah,
his
yeah.
phone. He's
yeah.
like, oh shit, they're like fighting right there.
He's
The
probably
dude's
he's
like-
probably there every Friday. That shit happens
Yeah.
every Friday.
Yeah.
It's probably over like a political argument or like some stupid shit like that,
Just
because it's
drunk
like a bunch
people,
of
man.
old drunk guys.
They're just
Yeah.
drunk people.
Remember going out when you were in your 20s, man? Every time we go places, it'd be like, there's fights there. I'm like, whatever. And then it would always just fucking pop off. The bar I
Yeah.
worked out up the street, there was a fight every night. The cops stopped coming because I called 911 so many times.
Roosevelt's, multiple Roosevelt's get a couple fights there. Starters shut
Yeah,
down
Starters was
obviously
a big
because
one.
of fights.
Guns.
Coke.
Yeah, it started getting bad when remember when
Metal
it was
detectors
weird.
came
Yeah,
in.
they had the metal detectors and police outside. I remember just getting. I mean, that's a lot of people don't know this,
Hey, it
but
was a
that's
good
one of
time,
the
man.
reasons why we used to call my old house Finishers Bar, because starters. We start over there. Everyone would get lit up, and then just somehow get home, and my house wasn't too far, and they were like, "We're at Finishers Bar," and then people would pass out and throw up and stuff. So. And then that's how we started Finishers, the name, I think. Was it because I can't even remember, honestly, how who came up with the name. We just called it Finishers Jiu-Jitsu or something. Obviously because of, wanting to choke someone or...
Yeah, it just worked.
Yeah,
It was just very,
knock 'em out.
very universe driven.
I think Tim came up with Finishers Bar, But honestly, I was thinking about that the other day when I would go down there. We go early, and friends of mine that actually own local establishments in the area now, pretty good restaurants too. They would just serve me, like, I don't want to blast them. They would serve me. I mean, it's out of business, and sorry, Dave Rank, but they would serve me just multiple like Red Bull and vodka doubles for free. And like just if they were and I'm friends with them now, and I'm not even that good of friends with them. But imagine what they were doing to their real friends. They were just letting everybody fly with free drinks. People just
Sucks
getting
I
lit
stick after the
up,
show.
And it would just be like people just going ham, And then it turned
It
into
happens a lot. I mean, it's half the reason the bar up the street goes. It happens at every bar. Is you have a couple bartenders who are just giving out free shit because they want the big tip. So instead of putting $20 in the jar, they're hey, free drinks all night. You keep the 20.
And it was a weird
Happens
situation.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was a weird situation there because it wanted to be a sports bar, but then also a nightclub. So you have
Never
kids,
works. Never
and then like a
works.
kids area.
Yeah.
So you have like the kids playing like,
People try and do that now in the breweries. They're like, oh, here's Jenga. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not swearing drink. It's a goddamn bar.
Seriously.
Get the fuck out. Go to
Seriously.
fucking
Jenga.
Friendlies. Go to fucking
Yeah, a
Friendlies.
bar is-
Get your fucking
a
Reese's
bar should
ice
be a
cream.
bar.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. So dumb. And then what are you? You're drinking and then driving your kid home? Out of here. Care.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's wood
bar should be a
everywhere
bar.
and fucking wagon wheel tables. Get the fuck out of here, man.
There was a
$9 for fucking a water.
There was a bar I went to in Stockertown. Mark took me there. It had 2 pool tables. It was a bar. It was like a U bar, and they had a couple big screens, and they had a couple pool tables, and they just sold like frozen pizzas and beef jerky and bags
Where
of
was
chips
this?
in Stockertown.
It's what the fuck is it? I know the bar. It's Devry's.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Devry's Last Hole.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like.
You know what they have there? A fantastic pork roll sandwich.
Beautiful.
Top-notch.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Like when I go to
Some
a
guy
bar,
in
I
there
want to
got out of
drink.
prison who's cooking.
Yeah,
That's
perfect.
fucking great.
Perfect.
Yeah, fry food.
I'm not all haughty. I'm not all bougie
No.
like these. people.
I'll go to both. I don't prefer the newer style bars because you're spending 3 times the money, but I love like heading towards Stroudsburg area and finding these fucking like mountain man bars where it's dark and you get a dirty look and there's some fucking half naked crack whore serving everybody. I'm in.
Well,
Yeah,
you know where has a
Flirt with
lot
her
of,
the whole time.
I'm sure you know, but there's a lot of good places that guys that I used to work construction with back in the day would always take us to because they were like little hideouts that no one even knew there was there.
Yeah.
In Catasauqua, there's some good
I
ones.
bet you. Yeah, now that you say that.
So there's that when you're driving, if you get on Fullerton Avenue and you go down the hill back now where GNS Fastening is, there's a little park there right off 22 Fullerton Avenue, and you come around there, there's some one-ways that lead you back to like First Ave, cross the Fullerton Bridge. There's a place back there. There's a place called McCarthy's or some shit like that. That's like right on, right when you come across the bridge and like cementing and stuff. There's so many good places and like small little places, yeah. You go and get like a burger.
Yeah.
And
a lot of like cement workers, guys from the mill.
I could almost guarantee those places probably didn't shut down, during the...
No, fuck no.
You know what a lot of
They
those
didn't shut
bars are
down.
doing now? Because they don't allow you to sit at the bar. They push fucking bar, like the tabletops,
It's so fucking
up
stupid.
to the fucking bar
Jesus.
now. So now you can be at the bar again because they
What a
just moved the
joke.
fucking table.
A fucking joke.
Yeah, I was over at Luke's filming stuff, and there was a bar down by him, and he's in Hellertown, like on the outside of it. And there's a bar right down the road, and I asked his wife, I'm like, "Yeah, you guys, is anyone wearing masks in there?" And she's like, "Absolutely not."
Yeah.
The Riverwalk Saloon, I went up there.
Yeah, shout out to Canna Campus down in... I guess they are... I don't know what the address is of that place, but anyways, we did like a little thing. We got like a hookup down there. I think there's one in Hackettstown maybe, and then the other one is in Newton. Shout out to the guys over there, Pete and Gabe and the whole crew, and they hooked us up. Me and Grace and Will went down. So if you guys are in the 10 Planet Newton area, stop by over there. Canna Campus, Lafayette Road. It's actually in Sparta, New Jersey. Yeah, Sparta.
Jim Miller.
Yeah, so it's out in that area. So that's pretty cool. We got like a little hookup at the CBD store. I think what's going on is a lot of these places are getting ready for them to legalize
Yep.
pot.
Yeah, I met with Smooth Roots CBD down in the area, and they're opening up a couple things, and they're coming on Wednesday to do the podcast. And
They're actually opening up a couple things?
no, they have 4 open.
Oh, shit.
But like,
where are they?
There's one in Jersey. There's one in New Hope.
Oh, okay.
You're
New Hope is a
you're
cool
into
area.
Witchcraft, and you
Yeah,
like to go to New Hope.
Yeah.
I always look for Wiccan chicks when I'm down there. Then they have one, I think, in
Sweet.
Stroudsburg, and then they have 2 they opened where they're like grow houses. I'm just learning a lot of this, but
Yeah.
that was what they basically were saying is like they're just waiting. Like everyone's set up, so it's not in a school district. Like every one of their locations is completely set up for recreational marijuana, and it's just a waiting game. And then as soon as it's open, they have everything set up to just come
gonna
through.
be good to see. It's gonna be fun when it is recreational.
Dude,
Just all
edibles,
the new,
fucking.
all the new people that get into it, like when they're just starting at when it gets to like that point. Like when we were up in Toronto, that girl like almost died. She ripped a bong in front of us, and
Well,
I'm like, damn, that was a man-sized hit.
it also wasn't just a regular... It was a huge bong, and it was also like, if you guys know what moon rock is, you ever heard of that
it was
shit?
strong weed.
Moon rock is like mixed with... What exactly is it? I always forget. It's like...
It's one of those slathers.
Let's
Slathered
look
in-
it up so we
to
don't
it.
mess anything
So,
up.
and then I put like... I also got like
one of those.
a thing full of keef.
I mean, it would have been like taking that shit we smoked that one podcast and just packing a bong.
Yeah.
And your first hit, you went from 0, you're at 100 miles an hour now.
Yeah.
It was like some like it was like some space weed,
Canada.
basically. That's what they call it, moon rock,
But see,
Canada
they
is
don't
one of the only
have-
things they got.
They don't have the pre-rolled joints and shit like that at the medical places, do they?
No, because you're not actually supposed to be... What's crazy is you're not actually supposed to be smoking joints or bongs or bowls or any of that. You're supposed to be smoking vaporizers. But nobody does that, obviously. You know what I mean?
So, moon rocks are a THC megazord.
Megazord.
Come up with these words.
They're dipped.
They know what's up.
They're dipped or sprayed in hash oil and then rolled in
Sprayed?
keef.
What are you
Yeah.
spraying it with?
Slathered, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, rolled in keef, and then you
Slathered
break
in
that piece
distillates.
up like with a scissors, with like utensils. Both my hands are forks, and then you put that stuff in,
Get
and
that-
then
your hands
the
smell
girl
like meat
just
for
goes,
2
"Oh,
days."
let me take it." And then as I'm, because I'm talking my shit, and everyone's getting bored, and I'm like telling stories, and I look over, and she's just like
Yeah.
going down. I'm like, uh-oh.
Melting into the bench.
You gotta wait. I just when I was even Saturday, I was like, and then I had to fucking like figure out the illegal stream, and I couldn't. I just bought the pay-per-view because I was too fucking high.
Illegal stream.
I'm like, I can't figure this shit out.
Reddit's
Porn's
useless
playing.
for that anymore. Like even like to find an illegal stream on Reddit, you have to join like 30 different forums.
Reddit's
and
for
then,
gammas, dude.
then they
Honestly,
throw you
honestly, I'm up late. I'm up at night anyways doing shit, just, farting around. I just wait until the fight's over, and then literally some website has it up. Like I'm just like search
if you're
the
on
fight,
Reddit,
and then it
you
shows
you
up.
get zero vagina ever.
I
And you guys on Reddit?
well, one
Yeah,
time,
and your statement's true.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys that never get laid.
Yo, except for the one time, you guys can look this up if you want
I
a real
was
good
at 10th
laugh.
Planet Bethlehem, and they charged me for that.
Right. So
I'm
one
on
time,
Reddit for porn.
They
though,
put that on Reddit?
Not,
Oh,
Yo,
really?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Sometime, listen to this story. One time, someone sent me and JM did get on Reddit for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then we jumped off.
I
But
found out my name was getting brought up.
yeah, so they did,
Oh,
they
I
have
think I
talk
remember
shit.
this
Yeah.
story.
So what happened was someone went on and was like, in the Lehigh Valley area, want to try out 10 Planet Bethlehem, but they charge $30 for an intro class. That's insane. Anyone else think that's crazy? And then there was a whole bunch of people just flaming the school for charging $30 for an intro lesson, right?
So one of your students caught this? And was
Yeah,
like,
somebody
hey.
did. It might have been, shout out Lanky Fike here, plug, 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 my boy John Robinson. He might have saw it and sent it to me, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Or one of the students caught it, right? And I looked at it and I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude. I was like, what are these people are crazy? So we went on to started talking shit to them, obviously, and trolling them, and they were getting all mad. But it was like, people don't understand. Like, the $30 is because we don't want to waste our fucking time. You got to be serious. If to come in and train at the school, like I'm not going to teach you. Like guys are like, I might start teaching private lessons again, but I have like a new way I'm going to do it because I'm not just going to teach one guy at a time. And guys like are even trying to like like really bring me down on the price. I'm like, look, this is why I don't want to do this. Like just come in. If you pay, this is what it is. Pay the thing. And honestly, if you pay the $30, we know you're serious. Then we give you that 30 off.
There's a
the
whole
intro
reason why
lesson,
we do
yeah.
it the way we do it, and I don't have to explain it.
Exactly. Don't come. We don't want
Go to
people. I
another
was like, we
fucking
don't want
school,
people
dude.
like you.
If you don't have
and they're like,
$30,
screw you or whatever.
What are you
That was
supposed
funny,
to
yeah.
use Reddit for?
What actually is it?
I
It is
use
a
it-
blog.
It's
thing,
a
right?
forum.
Yeah, it's
that,
just a
yeah,
forum.
it's
Yeah.
a forum.
It's like
Yeah.
you put up
It's
a
for
topic.
gammas.
Yeah.
It's for no pussy getting
That's so
people.
crazy. I thought I
even-
just use it to find stolen OnlyFans pictures. That's what I go on there.
Nice.
Mike, stay off. Stay off. Come on, man.
Classic.
You're better than that. Get off of it. Get off of it.
I'm just saying I didn't know people like
Stop.
talked on it and
Stop.
like used it as a tool.
Yeah.
I just thought it
That's
was
exactly
for-
what everyone else is doing. Exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, Reddit's
Well, then,
awesome
yeah,
for
if you-
links.
if you
Just
got
like,
some of that, hit me up in the DMs, guys.
like boxing matches, fights. Like you can't find a game. Like you search
Yeah.
the game. Like they always have a link for that.
Yeah, people hit me up and be
Oh
like,
my god!
it's just like when
Oh my
people,
god! It's a naked picture of a girl. Dude. She has a shirt on, but it's halfway up her stomach. Fucking, you guys are pussies, dude.
Yo, people pay for that shit though.
I know. A lot of people pay for that shit.
Making bank on that OnlyFans.
Well, it's just like guys will come up to me at the school and be like, "Yo, man, did you see what Gordon Ryan posted?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
shut up, dude. Nikki Rod would freaking baby. I told Quinn the other day to shut the fuck up right in front of everybody. I'm like, can you not stop sucking people's dicks in my mat? Like when I'm teaching, like don't be dropping people's names. Oh my god, Nikki Rod did this. Gordon Ryan. Ugh. You sound like a fucking pussy, dude.
I know, like, dude, those guys, and they're cool, you know what I mean? But I don't want to hear a
I only
guy.
train to suck other
Yeah.
dudes' dicks on the internet. That's why I train, because I like to suck dick on the internet.
Well, that was the old joke.
This new
Yeah.
voice.
It's stolen. It's stolen. Shout out to Owen Benjamin for that one.
It's stolen. Well,
My
remember
whole persona is copied from
Yo,
other
remember
cooler people.
what about the we would do the joke around ex-girlfriend or the joke around girlfriend, like when we're like traveling and like your girls get mad at you and you'd be like, "Jam, you barely even you're not even ever home." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There was that one, and people were like, "What are you guys talking
You're a
about?"
piece of shit, you know
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Is that
one.
a way his girlfriend is? We're like, no, we're just joking around. It's the made up character. You know
But
what I mean?
yes,
People
but
take it
yes.
seriously.
But yes.
People take everything so seriously. But yeah.
Oh my God, is Nicky Ryan gonna fight fucking?
Carlos.
He's gonna
Abreu.
fight a wrestler. I wonder who's gonna win. It's a wrestler versus a jiu-jitsu guy. I wonder what the ruleset's gonna be.
Rule set.
Hey, did you see the podcast with Lex Friedman and Ryan Hall? They talked about Adolf Hitler. I'm gonna write a blog about BJJ and how the BJJ community is not supporting women's rights. Fucking pussies. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm gonna go jerk off on Reddit.
That's your boy right there.
That's 90% of the jiu-jitsu community. I fucking hate you, motherfucker. Eddie Bravo doesn't even know how to coach. He told Tony Ferguson to do an Imanari roll. Combat jiu-jitsu's for pussies. That's like pussy MMA.
Dude, we gotta have your face with all those quotes.
Nah.
You need to have a Sean do like a cartoon version of him.
The BJ. I'm gonna write a blog about how the BJ. That's supporting women's rights.
My instructor kicked me out of my school, and I'm gonna write a blog about it.
Yeah. You need to do like Dr. Jekyll meme
Yeah,
style.
because anyone who's writing a blog because they got kicked out is probably a fucking douchebag and they deserved it.
It's gonna be like finishing.
You know what I mean?
Lore.
Anyone who really gets kicked out and never writes a blog about it. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what pretty much everyone sounds like does.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Stylebender's the perfect MMA fighter. You see that? You see him fuck him in the butt. You see him, he beat him and fucked him in the butt. That was awesome.
Yeah, what-
My favorite part of
that,
geez.
that was good, though.
Oh man.
my favorite part of the
Tank
entire
Abbott used to
thing
do that. He invented that shit.
is you came down and you're like, hey everybody, you excited for the main event when these two guys are gonna suck each other's dicks in the ring? Then it ends with him dry humping.
Yeah, exactly.
It
I
was fun.
called it, dude. It's like Straight Dave's MMA fights down in Alabama. You ever see that?
No.
Bruno at the end of
Straight Dave's.
Yeah. He's like, I am number one straight heterosexual guy.
Remember?
He's like, I am the straightest guy of all time.
Isn't it funny how Tank Abbott used to be like that macho type dude, but then like every time he'd knock a guy out, like the guy was up against the fence, he would just like go like this right in your face.
Yeah, that's what he
Dudes
does in
were
the
like, "What the hell?"
construction yard.
No, I knew the main event was going to be really.
That's fun.
I mean, that's good. You need a fight like that because everyone should enjoy the fights, not just straight white guys. Everyone should be on the fights.
It's one of my favorite things watching the fights down here.
I'm just saying, dude. Who was
so
the other
much
guy?
fun.
Who was the other guy? There was Dustin, and then there was the other guy over here,
Jared Tim.
who was literally like my cousin from somewhere. He was like, I walked out when
Shorter
Israel
dude?
Adesanya was like giving his speech. I'm like, I gotta go. I can't watch this.
Yeah. Tim
can't
was on the very end.
Yeah.
There's always good jokes. It's always
Yeah,
fun.
it's funny. Just rip
it's
on
a
it.
good time. You
Well,
guys are always
I
welcome.
do like that the fights
come
are on
down
every
next
the
time.
fights are on every weekend, right? Pretty much.
No, there's 5 in a row now because there's Holly Holm. Then you got Ortega, Korean Zombie. There's one other one in
That's
there,
gonna
and
be
then
a
it
dope
ends
fight.
with fucking Khabib Gaethje at 2 in the afternoon. We're gonna have an Oktoberfest
It's gonna
party
be a great
here.
fight.
Wait, when Khabib versus Gaethje is what the hell date is
October.
that?
It's 2 in the afternoon. It's at the end of October.
In October?
24th.
I think it's-
Dude, whoa, are they setting these fights up like, and I'm just not hearing about
There's a
them? or,
fight
like-
every weekend
You
for the
have
next
that.
4
You
weeks.
always have it on mute. You don't want to hear the fucking Paul Felder's
Yeah,
horse
that's
shit.
true. I
He
forwarded through it,
stinks.
yeah.
He stinks. I
Felder,
was all
you don't
over
like him?
No, he's flat like he's fighting. Fuck him.
I don't even really.
Hair is shit, dude. I was ripping into Felder. Someone's like, dude, I don't know.
Damn,
I have a
Paul
couple
Felder.
glasses of gin. I just start fucking. Fuck him.
All
Go
right,
get a
well,
tan, Felder. You get it. You're the Irish dragon. Go in the sun.
I'm not saying anything
Stays in
bad
his
against
house.
Paul Felder. I like Paul Felder. I do.
The
He's a
announcers,
beast.
I don't know.
I don't listen to the announcers. Honestly, I'm just not a fan
That
of
guy
announcers.
could break you in half with a kick, but
Yeah.
he's
I'm
a
not
bad
saying-
motherfucker. But
yeah.
I get it. I don't like.
It's
his
more
commentary
joking
either.
manner than
yeah,
anything,
Yeah, you're fine.
but
You're fine.
You don't
He's not,
like-
I'm not gonna let him do anything to you.
Yeah.
Mike.
You don't like his.
We'll shoot him.
Does he stink? I don't really watch it,
Yeah.
honestly.
What are you gonna do? You can't go around beating people up.
Yeah, that's
You know
not
what I mean?
come on.
fact, yeah.
You can't go. You can't go do that.
Can't
They
beat me in
gotta
a
earn
fight
it.
though.
Right.
What else was I gonna say? Shout out to Armbar Club. I want to say this before I forget. Do our plugs and our you know how we
Hey, it's how the
support
bills
this
pay the
podcast.
bills.
Yeah. Go to armbarclub.com. They actually, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but in Australia, it's like the worst place of all time. Supposedly, they're like beating people over the head and throwing you in quarantines and all types of stuff. So I hope that's really not happening to any of the guys that we know over there. Shout out to Frank, Barca, and the whole 10 Planet Melbourne, and all the guys over there, Brisbane and all that shit. Armbar Club, shout out to Ted Park for Armbar Club. He's selling Let Freedom Roll tea. It's like a little koala bear. So go to Armbar Club and just look at the shop. The proceeds go to the 10 planets out there that are been shut down for like, I don't know, what feels like 8 months now. I can't imagine.
How many are shut down? Probably most of them, right?
In Australia, everything.
Oh.
In Australia, they're coming through and beating the crap out of you.
The
you know
fires.
what I mean? Yeah, and then his shit's on fire, so... And imagine, like, people aren't
What does that say?
flying in or out.
Yeah, I had a hard
that.
time reading
I
that.
didn't understand what was going
Yeah.
on in Australia. I saw those things that he was putting up. Are they supporting something, or is something going on?
Yeah, so those are going to those shirts. If you buy one of those shirts, those go to support the 10 planets in Australia because, they've been shut down since forever. So Australia, harsh police response during COVID-19. They threaten basic rights, human rights. They,
No guns in
have
Australia
engaged in
either.
abusive practices during
Really?
the pandemic.
Nope.
They're just taking people out. Curfews are in place. They don't care. So they're detaining people, taking people away from their families. Like, people are over here complaining, like, "Why I can't get my soy milk?" And they're over there kicking their fucking door in and taking your grandma out because she's sick. And then she dies and you don't even get to fucking go there. You know what I mean? They're like, "Yeah, she's dead. Too bad. You're in Australia. Go fuck yourself." So armbarclub.com. Check it out. Buy one of those shirts if you can, guys. If you got the scratch. If you're over here in America sitting on your couches eating Cheetos, like, damn, shit's bad over there, that's one way you can help. Directly, So, sorry, you were going to say something?
I said the shirts are dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shirts
they
are
look
dope.
cool.
Yeah,
No,
Ted
they do
always
good
comes
work.
up with stuff. Yeah, we
Great
got a
work.
pre-sale for our rash guard is up. Our hoodies are going to be in soon. Shout out to Rubber Guard Assassins for just highlighting all of our stuff all the time. I love Rubber Guard Assassins. They're the man. They're always hooking us up. They're going through some shit too, but we're working on some big things. One day when things loosen up, we want to have a finisher sub only in Amsterdam. Go over there, take a bunch of mushrooms, vibe out. You know what I mean? Ride some bikes around town. Maybe take one of those boats. So definitely into doing that. Rubber Guard Assassins, check them out. They're gonna be dropping some rash guards and shit eventually too. Who else we got?
Sbrocchi.
Yeah, Sbrocchi, Kiss the Rings. He's gonna be having a table at the finisher sub only tournament. So selling jewelry and stuff. He's got some new pendants, like a finisher's pendant coming. You can still get the rings if you want. I know there might be out of some people's price ranges. Are like, why am I gonna buy a finisher's ring? But they're dope. You have those basically like self-defense. You're like Batman out there. You'd be fucking slicing people up. You know what I mean? If you needed to. But there's some cool jewelry if you want to accessorize. So check out Sbrocchi. Don't we have some more coming too? We have some more sponsors eventually.
Just lining them up.
I'm
Yeah, I
wearing a
think
D's Pickles hat.
Maid's going over everything today. I know he had mentioned he wants to be on.
Nice.
I told him if we
Craig's
could
the
push it
man.
on both shows.
Yeah,
he's
we-
going to come on this show. I don't know. Henninger asked about coming on, and then
Nice.
Craig. So I think those are the two next.
Yeah, we'll keep filtering people out since we got a thing.
Yeah.
we got another table. That's awesome, man.
You haven't been training with Max Bonahan?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
that
to get
guy's
him
the
on
man.
here too.
Yeah,
that
that
guy's
guy's
a
a
bad
beast.
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
he's so wiry. He can he's tough.
It's hard to hold him, dude. He's at
Fought
some
Keenan
insane
Cornelius,
matches back
gets
in the
like
day, yeah.
zero like any of that jujitsu. Oh my god, this guy's so fucking good.
Well, he
I'm
was
gonna come
also
all over
doing
myself.
that. He was also doing,
Oh my
but that's the
God.
thing. That's why those guys, a guy like Max, also fought a bunch of MMA fights too.
Right?
so
Yeah. He
A
did.
little
He's
bit different.
savage.
You know what I mean? So,
Anytime you guys want to bring somebody on, we could always just do it this way.
nice.
Yeah, and then
We got
I've been training
Big
with.
Ben in the house to run the switcher. We're doing
Big
good.
Ben on his ones and twos.
I met Drew Puzon at
Yeah, that guy's the
Varsinies,
man, too,
and,
yeah.
he's like, yeah, I did finish. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then I find out I was reffing one of his matches.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
remember
like, I
that?
fucking know you, dude.
Dude, he beat Raji
Yeah.
in the first round in OT, I think, and then he flying scissor leg Jessa Ray.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I
dude.
remember Big J was like, "Hey, bro," like, because every time we go to have the regular tournament, like where we have the pros in, I'm not announcing it so everybody and their mom comes in. I'm gonna take whoever wins The Finishers Open going down November 14th. Plug. In Frederick, Maryland. So you can sign up, finisherjujitsu.com. So it's a big tournament. We already got like almost 100 people signed up already, and we're over a month away. So it's going to be sick.
Sbrocchi asked about going down. I think I'm going to
No, he's got a table.
Yeah.
He's going to have a table out. So does the guys from D's Pickles. Shout out to them. So if anybody else wants to sponsor a tournament, just hit the DMs. But what were we talking about?
Drew.
Oh yeah,
the coolest friends in the world.
Every time
right
we
now,
do the pro, like I hit up Big J. I'm like, yo, who you got for me? Like, who's on the lookout coming out of Jersey? Big J trains so many guys. Like, dude, you got to put Drew Puzan the absolute. He'll fight the big guys. He's crazy because I'm not fighting those big guys, dude. He did. You know what a flying scissor leg takedown is?
Yeah,
like it's
big
where
guy.
you like jump behind and like go for a heel hook. And like Jesse Ray's just legs are so huge. They're so thick. Like, you're not. He's like wood, dude. It's gonna be tough to tap.
He
him
did
in
the
heel.
finishers a bunch, correct?
Jesse Ray, yeah, he did it one time. The absolute. He lost in the finals to Dan Martinez.
Jesse
Sick
Ray was
match,
in
yeah.
ADCC.
Yeah, Jesse Ray's a beast, dude. I love that guy. He should be in ADCC again. He's gonna. I don't know if he has to do the trials or whatever. So, yeah, look, tournaments they're going back down, dude. It's unconstitutional. We knew it from the beginning. They've been violating our rights, and I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers, dude. That's it. You know what I mean?
You think you can do this to me?
Yeah, that's it. They got fat while we starved. It's our time. Seriously, we're bringing it back. So, yeah, I'm just pumped, man. Got a lot of stuff to do today. Training tonight. That'll be dope.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
So, Mike, you want to shout anybody out?
I got the tie-dye COVID sweatshirts up for pre-order. It is
Nice.
National Sweatshirt Week, so make sure that you order your sweatshirt during National Sweatshirt Week.
Hey, tomorrow's National Give JM Money Day.
I hate that day, dude. Fucking
Everyone posts on your Instagram about giving JM money, dude. No.
I'm not posting that.
NeverAgainStudio.com has all the stuff.
That'll be the one you don't do.
Yeah.
You fucks.
You son of a bitch.
I got 6 podcasts this week. I got to clean up a mess. I had somebody blow me off twice in a row for fucking coming down and doing the show, so I'm 2 behind. So I got 1 tonight, and then Wednesday's the CBD one, and then I think 2 on Friday. And I'm also in the works of looking for a used Winnebago and building it
Nice.
into a studio and driving to these hot dog locations.
That's badass, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You should just do a food truck, dude.
Well, there'd be too much bullshit with doing a food truck right away. What I want, because I saw they had a Winnebago down here for like $6,000. So I think I'm going to do like a pop up for food, and then if whatever money I need after that, I'm just going to do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And then gut the thing, build it out. I can
we were
just
talking
switch this
about
camera equipment around.
Yeah.
And then if I'm like, hey man, we're gonna go to Scranton to check out these hot dogs or whatever, and then just drive, film the whole thing, come back, edit it up, and put it out. Get it down to like 30 minutes.
Because we were talking about that warehouse space, you just have a food truck outside.
Yeah.
Like instead of having a place in, like you have like the whole thing where we're serving food and shit. Because now you got to do all the stuff. The food truck, it's parked outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Trailers
mean?
work
Train,
really
you get
well
a burrito
too.
right there.
Food truck's like a whole nother thing, too. But those other ones never used to cook shit. Remember? Back in the day, construction, they just show up with
The
a bunch
roach
of...
coach.
The roach
Yeah.
coach would
There's
show
ways
up. dude.
around it. Trailers are also another way around everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to eat off a work truck.
I love that stuff.
It wasn't bad.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, dude.
Yep.
Make you
Wasn't bad.
shit your pants in that fucking porta potty later
I'd
on
get
that day.
a dub
Finding good food at like
A
work
monster.
was always the worst.
dub edition. You know, it's purple.
Yeah, the
Racist.
huge one. You know what I'm gonna get?
It is. There's no way they made that grape on
Monster.
accident.
Monster is also
I'm just saying.
whatchamacallit. Monster is also devil stuff. Look into it, dude.
Devil piss.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Satan,
I
dude.
am pushing forward on the coffee shop too, man. I think that's a great idea right now.
is. I
Like
fully
there's people
support
need
you.
that shit.
Anything.
I will
People need
help
that
you
shit.
out in any way I can.
We should open dry cleaners next.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea
To the
either.
coffee shop.
Yeah, we
Dry
gotta.
cleaner,
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
barbershop.
We gotta wash all of our money, let it drip dry. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just like the locks, son.
Yeah.
Let that shit
Yeah.
air dry.
Don't matter who the locks is signed to. Just listen to the
Write
tape,
that shit
motherfucker.
down. Write it down.
All right, Preet, you want to give any shout outs?
No, just chilling, just hanging out.
Chillin' Illins is just doing it big. Big Preet style.
Big Preet style.
Nice. All right, well, yo, thank you guys for coming. Another one, I have no idea what number this is. but,
24 maybe?
yeah, check out allofoursshit.com. Peace.
Oh Jesus.
I believe it.